Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. So, Daryl Morey is going around insulting people with Ben Simmons trades. The latest person he's insulted is whoever's the GM of the Atlanta Hawks. I guess he proposed that the Hawks give him 3 first-rounders, Bogdanovich, and John Collins for Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris. And I'm sitting there looking at him like, dude, this is the type of thing I'm talking about. Like, there's something to be said for having a GM that is shooting for the stars, but it's also something to be said for a GM that's going to burn bridges. You can't call me with no proposal like that and think I'm going to want to do any deal with you, because all you're telling me is that you don't respect me as a professional. Now, maybe I'm just looking at it the wrong way. I can be a little extreme here and there, but that's how I would take that. It's like, oh, you think I'm really stupid, huh? You think I'm going to give you all of that equity for 2 salary dumps? Because that's exactly what those 2 players are. Ben Simmons is a salary dump. Tobias Harris is a salary dump. Tobias Harris is on a solid contract for his production, but he's not a guy that's going to change life for you. He's not going to make your life that much better. He's just going to provide you a 3rd option, 4th option kind of guy. Ben Simmons is a guy we haven't seen in a while. Obviously, he's well documented. You know what that is. You know what his contract is. How in the hell do you think that you're going to get draft equity and quality players for him? This is what I was talking about. It's like being completely and utterly delusional about what it is that you have. You guys know what I think of the Ben Simmons contract. In and of itself, its actual value should require that Daryl Morey give up trade equity to get rid of it. That is what it actually is. But Daryl Morey is in the clouds somewhere. He out here doing whatever he want to do. He's his own guy. He probably has word from the Philadelphia ownership to continue this charade and this nonsense. And this is going to come back and bite him in the backside because he's still going to have that kid. It's just going to be more and more the same. They're just going to not have what they need to win a championship. Even though Joel Embiid is playing at an MVP level and seems to be on board with how they're running things, at the end of the day, if Joel Embiid wakes up and realizes that they're playing with him in this process, he will do what he's supposed to do and demand they trade him. As to which then they can start asking for John Collins and first-round picks and all that, because Joel Embiid is not a salary dump. He's a quality first star. He's your number 1 option. So if I'm going to get a number 1 option, then of course I'm willing to give up a lot of stuff. Of course I'll give you 3 first-round picks and John Collins and Bogdanovich, and I might throw in something else on top of it to get Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons ain't that. Ben Simmons is a guy afraid to shoot a shot, attached to a $30+ million contract, and refuses to play for you. Am I supposed to ignore that? Or I'm supposed to be too stupid to even see that? Got it. Yeah, no. Needless to say, the Hawks decline, just like anyone else with a brain would decline. And any other deal that comes of that nature is going to be declined because Daryl Morey doesn't apparently actually want to do this deal. He just wants to insult people. So, continue to do that and you'll get what you get. The only person who really loses in this situation is Ben, because ultimately Ben is the guy they're trying to punish with all of this nonsense. They know they ain't getting nothing for that. They know they're not going to get that for him. So what they're essentially saying is, yeah, Ben, we're trying to trade you, but we're not. Yeah, Ben, yeah, Philadelphia fans, we're going to try to trade Ben Simmons, but we're actually not, because we're pricing him too high for anyone to actually take us seriously. So that's what you have there. You have a whole lot of delusion and insults flying around instead of deals actually being done. And I'll tell you something else, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I like Daryl Morey as it pertains to some of the stuff that he's attempted to do. But let me tell you, he struck out on the James Harden deal. He should have traded Ben Simmons for James Harden a long time ago. He didn't do that. Now he's doing this. So what that tells me is he's a bit overrated as a GM in general. Why? Because he doesn't see the fruit in actually getting things done. Yeah, he can aim for the moon and make it look as if he's the highest mighty guy. But what are the results showing me? The results showing me that we got $100+ million worth of player sitting out pissed off because he refuses to suit up for us. That's what the results is. All that other stuff is noise and folklore and all this other stuff about how he used to be with the Houston Rockets, for which they didn't win a single solitary championship. With James Harden arguably being the greatest player of all time for about a year or two, couldn't get a ring. Acquiring the Russell Westbrook contract in the first place, which was a bad fit to begin with, trading away Clint Capella and leaving them without a center whatsoever. I mean, these are things that Daryl Morey did. So yes, for me, he stays in Philly because I ain't hiring him. You think if we were to, as a Laker fan, you think if we were to fire Rob, I'm asking us to get Daryl Morey? Hell no. Because Daryl Morey ain't going to get nothing done. He's just going to price all of our assets way higher than they're supposed to be and ultimately let them lose value in the process. That's what he's doing. Joel Embiid goes down with a knee injury. Guess what happens? Philadelphia's done. They didn't have to be done if he would have just seen the fruit in getting rid of Ben Simmons as a means of bringing back of cap space and salary value. That is what you get back for losing Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris. Cap space. You're not deserving of no equity. That's double the price. The equity itself is a whole nother price tag. You don't deserve that. You're trying to get free so that you can sign people outright. That's what cap space does. Signing guys that you shouldn't sign to high prices, take that cap space from you. You need somebody to provide that cap space to you by gifting you the ability to be free of those contracts. He apparently doesn't value that properly. He apparently doesn't see any fruit in getting cap space. He sees more fruit in letting Joel Embiid try to carry this entire team to wherever they're going to go, as to which they're going to get knocked off by a team who has all the requisite amount of players on the floor to help them win. I wish I were Joel Embiid's friend so I could tell him this directly, so I could tell him that you are going to waste your prime years because of this idiot and his desire to continue to poke the bear with this Ben Simmons bullcrap. And ownership, bad energy. Because if ownership was if they were good people, they wouldn't be doing this to Ben Simmons when he's going through what he's going through. So, that's what I got to say, man. I'm not here to be nice. You know me. At this point, you guys know I ain't here to be nice. I'm here to get things done and to be honest and tell you the stuff that other people won't tell you. The reality is, if they wanted to trade Ben Simmons, they would have done it already. They would have attached the first round pick and sent him somewhere or traded him for John Wall like they should have did back in the summertime. Because they ain't going to get what they're asking for. In fact, they're going to get hung up on, and then the people ain't going to want to do deals with them next time. And mind you this, long after you fired Daryl Morey, when you realize all this stuff I've been telling you for the last 7 minutes is true, you know what's going to happen? The next GM that you bring in is going to get blackballed to a degree. He's going to end up getting people giving him offers, the same offers that you are giving to the Hawks. Next time the Hawks want to do something, guess what they're going to do? They're going to try to fleece y'all like crazy. Why? Because they felt disrespected by bullcrap like this. If they think anything like me. So, that's what I got to say. It's not good. Philly is not good. This is all bad. The only thing you have to hang your hat on is the fact that Joel Embiid is playing at an MVP status. And believe you me, one knee injury away from that being all gone. Y'all better hope Tyrese Maxey loves Philly. You're getting what you deserve. That's what I got to say to all y'all. You're getting what you deserve. You don't respect the mental health of this player. You continue to mess with him the way you do. You're being a bad guy. No, you guys are being a bad guy. Y'all the one that are sane. Y'all the one with the billions of dollars. Y'all letting him bleed out. He's an athlete in his prime who's obviously going through a mental health situation. You ain't help him. Made it worse. So you get what you get. Me personally, I hope y'all don't get nothing. BDL 44. I'm out.